Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Bandai SH Figuarts Dragon Ball GT Trunks. Getting Trunks out of the box, my first impression is that this is a really nice looking figure. Although it's not my favorite look for the character, it's still one of the most iconic looks for Trunks. And Bandai actually did a few things interesting with the way this figure works. Having a look at his accessories, Trunks does come with 4 different faceplates, as well as various hands for style posing. We also get a set of crossed arms for Trunks, as well as a pair of legs where we have his hands in his pocket. Finally, we do get a new lower torso for GT Goku with his tail. As we take a closer look at Trunks, Bandai has done a great job capturing the look of GT Trunks here in this figure. There's a certain charm that this character has with his outfit, and it really does look like an explorer. As we have a look at his head sculpt, Bandai has done a great job capturing the look of Trunks from Dragon Ball GT. I really do like the expression that he has on. That smirk is just perfect for Trunks. Add to it, Bandai continues to get really good with their face printing, as this looks like it came right out of the anime. And his hair is going to be a shade of purple, which is accurate to the Dragon Ball GT series. As we have a look at his outfit, Trunks is wearing this brown jacket over his black tank top. The jacket does have some surprising detail where we do have the buttons painted, and the sculpt work on it is very clean. And his black tank top is still very impressive, as it has some nice sculpted details to it. And Trunks is wearing this blue bandana, which does look nice, and it's a separate piece, so you can take it off if you don't want him wearing it. The sleeves of Trunks look really good, as it carries over a lot of detail from his jacket. The folds and wrinkles are quite impressive, and it goes all the way down to the painted buttons on his cuff. And as we get to his hands, this version of Trunks is wearing brown leather gloves. Around his waist, Trunks is wearing a belt that is the same color as his pants, with the only indicator being his buckle. There is some sculpt work separating the belt from his pants, but it isn't that noticeable, as the buckle could be the only indicator that he's even wearing a belt. And Bandai has done a great job with his pants. As you can see, they even sculpted the fly in the front of his pants. His pockets are nicely sculpted on his pants, and we do have a seam line running down the sides. The folds and wrinkles in his pants are done very nicely. As we get to the knees, you can see that his pants are actually rolled up. His legs are going to be bare from his knees going all the way down to his green socks. And his green socks actually have some surprising detail, where they did include the line work on his socks. The sculpt work on his boots is actually quite impressive, and they are very similar to the look from future Trunks' boots. They are done in this really nice shade of brown, and we do have some dark spots at the toes and on the heel. And at the bottom of his boots, the soles are painted in white. Overall, the detailing on Trunks is actually quite impressive, and I think Bandai's done a great job capturing that look of GT and bringing him into action figure form. But overall, the paint and detail on Trunks is actually spot on, so I gotta give Bandai some props here. With the paint and details out of the way, let's get Trunks compared to our usual suspects. As we compare Trunks to our usual suspects, you can see that he is going to be smaller than your domestic figure lines. Because Trunks is an import figure, he's going to scale better with true 1/12 scale. However, he is still going to be slightly smaller than true 1/12 scale. Even comparing him to other Trunks figures that we've had a look at, he's still going to be slightly smaller than those other figures. But for the most part, he is going to scale nicely with Kid Goku from GT. Having a look at his articulation, Trunks is going to have a double ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. He will have a ball jointed butterfly joint and a ball socket in his shoulders. His arms will hinge out to the side and do a full 360. He has a swivel in the bicep and a double hinge in his elbow. A ball hinge in his wrist. He has a double ball joint in his upper torso and a ball joint in his lower torso. His legs will kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a ball joint in his thigh. He will have a double bend in his knee, a ball hinge in the ankle, and a toe hinge. And finally, Trunks' coattails are going to be on ball hinges. As we get Trunks posed for my final thoughts, I do have to say that he's actually quite an impressive figure. Even though he's not the most exciting figure that we've had to look at, he still has this really unique charm to him. And I really do like the fact that this Trunks has some interesting engineering, especially the way his shorts are designed. And it was a really interesting idea to give Trunks extra thigh parts so he can have his hands in his pocket. Although I do feel like this figure can be over-engineered, as they did opt to give him ball joints in his thighs instead of a regular peg. And one place I feel this figure shines is in the face sculpt, as they give Trunks these really good face sculpts and they're all done very well. And giving him extra parts for Goku was a really smart idea, as you can now have that GT Goku with his tail. However, I do have to point out that this Trunks is lacking a Super Saiyan head, which is kind of strange because he did go Super Saiyan in a lot of episodes in GT. Bandai could have easily given us Super Saiyan heads for this version of Trunks, however they opted to give us just base form Trunks, which I feel was a missed opportunity. And knowing Bandai, they're either going to release a special edition Trunks, or they're going to add extra parts in a future figure, which I honestly am not a fan of. And another major downside to this figure is that he was a premium Bandai figure, so if you didn't get him from that website, you are going to have to pay secondhand market for him. That also means that you're going to have to get this figure if you want to have GT Goku with his tail. I really like and hate this figure at the same time, as it's a really good figure, but it does show Bandai's business practices here, and it's in full effect with Goku. If you're a fan of Dragon Ball GT and want that core cast, Trunks here is going to be essential for your display. So definitely check out GT Trunks if you want to complete your GT Goku or just want another Trunks in your collection. Thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. But before you go, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my Dragon Ball videos. If you're in a position to help at the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.